Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate different ways of printing exception details in catch block in Java. So let's get started. So what are the different ways of printing exception details in catch block in Java? So what are the different ways? So there are different ways of doing this. The first way is the normal printing, guys. Okay. Inside the catch block, we are going to use normal printing. That is normal print statements. We are going to use. This is the first way. The first way of printing the details in catch block is normal printing. For example, here, this program has been written as part of one of the previous sessions. And this program may result in an exception when you try to divide a number by zero. When this particular program intakes zero as an input, here at this particular point of line in this particular program, there is a possibility of an exception. What happens if this particular line results in exception? Will be diverted to the catch block. And once we enter into the catch block, here what I am doing inside the catch block, I'm just writing a normal print statement like this, like System.out.println. Okay, I'm not printing any exception details related to this E or something. I'm just writing some normal print statement. Exception got handled. Exception got handled. Like there's some normal print statement I'm writing inside the catch block. This is one way. Okay, if I run this code, right click run as Java application. And here, enter first number, let's say 9, enter second number 0. If I press enter, you see exception got handled, got printed. So here, I'm not printing any exception details, but I'm just writing a sample print statement saying that here the exception got handled. Okay, a user-defined statement I am printing. After that, the end of this program. This is the first way of, printing exception details in catch block. We are not really printing the actual exception details, but I'm writing a normal print statement to print something in case the exception comes. This is the first way. The second way is printing the type and message of exception. Type and message of exception both. Okay. I'm going to print the type and message of the exception. What's the way? Here, instead of writing a normal print statement, I'll be printing the object reference of this arithmetic exception class in this example. Okay, here whatever the object reference is there, copy that, and in place of this particular message, I'm going to put that object reference. Okay, so in this, the object which is created for that particular exception class at this line will be stored into this E. That object reference, if I print, I'll be getting two things. First thing is the type of the exception. Second thing is what is the reason for the exception. So let's do that. Let's run this code and give the inputs which will result in an exception 9 and 0 again. Press enter. This time what I got, guys, there are two items that are there in these things. What got printed when I printed E here? In this 19th line, when I printed E, it printed the type of the exception. Okay. The class of that particular exception or error, that is arithmetic exception from the package. This got came. And second part is the reason for the exception. Okay. The message of the exception, that is you are trying to divide a number by 0. That's why you got the exception. The type of the exception and the reason for the exception, two things came. When I print this is the second way. Printing the type and message of the exception by printing the object reference of that exception class of the catch block. Now, third way here is only the reason for the exception or message of exception. Okay, only the message of exception I want to print. The third way. How to do that? Here, instead of writing E, I'll write E dot get message. Instead of directly printing E, I'll say E dot get message. What will happen? System.out.println. When I say E dot get message, only this message part of the exception will be printed. Run this. Again, give the same input, 90, let's say. You see, only the message, whatever the reason that is because of which the exception came, that reason is coming. But I'm not getting the exception type here as earlier because here I'm using e dot get message. Only the message of the exception will be printed by the print statements. This is third way. Now the fourth way is I'm going to print the printing stack trace. Stack trace. What is this printing of the stack trace of the exception? Let me show you. Here, instead of writing this print statements like this, remove that. And here you provide e dot print stack trace. This one you use e dot print stack trace. This particular thing doesn't require any system.out.println statements. Directly say e dot print stack trace. Now, if I run this code, what will happen? It will print the type of the exception, message of the reason of the exception or message of the exception, and also at which line of the code the exception got occurred. All the things will be printed here. Now run this code, right click run as Java application, and here the same input I'll give. The moment I press enter, you'll get the type of the exception there and the reason for the exception, and also at which line of this code we got the exception. Like this, you will see the type of the exception, the reason for the exception, and at which line in the Java code, that is 16th line. This is 16th line is the reason for the exception. Which exception? Arithmetic exception. Reason, dividing by 0, that is the reason. And the 16th line, which is available in which method? Main method. In which class? Demo A class. All these details will be extra details will come as part of the stack trace. Apart from the type of the exception and reason for the exception, when I say e.print stack trace, I'll also get the location where the exception, okay, has occurred in this program. Like class, method, class, method, in that which line of the program we are getting the exception, everything will come. That is what is called as stack trace. We are also printing the stack trace of the exception. Not only the exception type and reason, but also the stack trace of the exception. So these are the different ways of printing exception details in catch block in Java. There are 4 ways like this: normal printing the type and message of the exception directly by printing the object reference of the exception of the catch block, and only printing the message of the exception by saying that object reference dot get message method, and printing the stack trace by using directly, instead of without using print statements, we have to directly say e dot this object reference of this exception dot print stack trace. This will give you the all this kind of stack trace details along with the type and message. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.